Legend of Total War here with part 17, I think, of my Hearts of Iron 4 Let's Play campaign as Centralist Australia. Right, so previously we conquered the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, Oman, this one, Yemen, and some of the UK territory. And on this episode we're going to be focusing more on something else. Alright, so first thing I want to do is try and get these four motherfuckers into Asia so that they can suppress the local motherfuckers there. So let's get started on that. Let's slow this down and let's get working to it. First thing I think we should do is just hop from island to island, making sure these guys have got escort on along the way. Oh wait, that's not one of my things. Where should we go first? We should come here first. Alright, before I do that again, just need to make sure that they're on there as well. Make sure they're escorting. We get over here. And we just have to try and move them, from port to port, because the British fleets, they're out there now. We got to be very careful. The beginning of the campaign didn't have to worry about it too much, but their productivity's gone up, and yeah, they got a shit ton of ships. So I want to do this. I want to focus on this before I focus on anything else. What's going on here? I know I just said that, but I also want to get these guys down into Africa. That'll take them a while. I want to walk them there, obviously, because it's not safe to go by sea. You should stay in this fucking sea here, or whatever, as long as you don't get sunk. I can always send some guys over there. Actually, if I just select you, you need to patrol this area as well. This is exactly why we need big ships. Okay, there's what looks like Norwegian forces there, but I'm not really concerned. There's American forces there. I'm not too concerned about that stuff. I mean, they're not holding any victory points. It's not worth me bothering about. Trying to actually take it would not be worth it. So yeah, we got a bit of a boost in manpower recently, so that's good. Okay, so far so good. They haven't come into contact with... There it is. There it is. Okay. Motherfucker! They sunk one of my bloody things. Oh wait, hang on. Did they or did they not? Yeah, they sunk one immediately. So that's 5,000 men down the shithole already. That was just straight away gone. So that's annoying. So these guys here don't require that many convoys because they're very small divisions. So these guys here, we're set to fire at will. Hopefully we can destroy them. So we've found a carrier here. And that being said, sacrificing one of them to get rid of one of their... Have they got two carriers? What have they got here? To get rid of those... Oh, they've got planes on there as well. So they've got two carriers. Alright, speed up. So this one here, is he trying to disengage? Hopefully we can blow the living fuck out of him. Because if we destroy these two carriers, and they also lose those planes. Yeah, so we definitely lost one of them. What's this? They've come with more. Oh, shit. Well, we've still got the advantage here. Only just, though. Alright, good. Destroyed one of the destroyers. They destroyed one of mine. We've taken out three of their destroyers. So looking at their ships, they've got 18, we've got 25. We are taking damage. Just lost another ship. They're losing all their destroyers. That's good. And I've only lost, well, destroyers for destroyers. However, these are destroyers too versus their crappier destroyers. Good, we're eradicating their destroyers. But we got to make this worth doing. We have to take out that carrier. Good, this cruiser over here is getting fucked up. All their destroyers are gone now, so they've only got 8 ships left. Good, one of their light cruisers is down. What are they withdrawing? I guess it does make sense to withdraw damaged units. Good, 5 of their cruisers down. This is actually proving to be... Oh, hang on, they got one of our cruisers too. But still, I think we got the better of them out of this. Even though they took out one of our battalions. They can't keep up with our speed, I guess. Come on, this one here should be destroyed. The battleship there has got high health but low organisation. So we took out all of their things there. Now we just got to try and catch up with the cruisers. Sorry, the carriers. Alright. These guys here, they wouldn't be able to do a hell of a lot of damage. The way they work well is way from the back. You know, just use the ships. I mean the planes. When we get in close, they haven't got much firepower. So we've still got... What's this? Some of them disengaging. Alright, because they've got low organisation. But these guys are still active there. And we're dishing out some significant damage. Alright, good. The destroyers are in there. They pack a wallop. Come on, sink the motherfuckers. And then you can have all the time you want to repair. Because I really didn't lose much. So we're really just an observer here. I can't actually command the naval battle myself. Good, they've lost a fucking carrier, Type 2 carrier. And now for their other one. And it is out of here. It's getting fucked up. And it loses all of its planes along with it, I'm assuming. Alright, so we have a look at that. They lost everything. They lost, well, apart from, they didn't seem to lose as many of their planes as I thought. We lost, you know, we lost 1 battalion of those things, but those things, okay, let's have a look at everything in total. Just slow down for a moment. First thing I want to have a look at, just comparing their stuff to ours. So theirs was a Type 2 carrier here. 5,000 men on each of those. So that's 10,000 men that they lost. Then there was destroyers. They lost about, was it 10 of them? I don't know. I don't know. It was a lot of them. They're worth about 500 each. Wait, those were Type 1 though. So yeah, they didn't lose that much. Then they had a bunch of light cruisers. So they're worth about, I don't know what type they were though. So I lost 1 light cruiser and I think 7 destroyers, whatever, and of course the convoy. Hang on, where are you going? No, stop. This is, that's a level 1. Alright, yep. Come back over here. and rebuild. So what's waiting for you is a few more destroyers to replace those we lost. Now, that doesn't mean that these guys are safe to now head over there just because that fleet was destroyed. There could be more. So I'll wait until they repair before I send them out anywhere else. Which means that there's going to be a lot of waiting involved, because it's going to take a while for that to rebuild. Have a look, what level is this port? Level 6. Alright, let's build up our ports a bit more, because it'll speed up production. So get that maxed out. And I'd also like that maxed out. So let's up the priority on that. That's good. That was a significant defeat for the British there. So yeah, they just need to get home. They've made it to veterancy as well. But yeah, it'll take them quite some time to repair the damage. So looking at production, what are we making in regard to our ships? We've got Type 4 battleship being produced. We make about 2 of them a year. If we had some more steel and chromium, that would be good. We've got Destroyer Type 3. We'll be replacing them for Destroyer Type 4 soon. Light cruisers over here, not producing. Produce 1 every 8 months. We need more factories. So we've got oil, we don't have any steel. Steel production's fucking gone. Long gone. Actually, let me just up the priority. How do we do that again? Hold shift and put all the navy stuff right up top, because that's what we want. And then they get all the steel. Now we're making... Let's have a look here. Yeah, they get all the steel. So we don't need the infantry equipment too here. So looking at that, now we make 2 of these a year. Yeah, they should be made top priority. Oh, should they? No, make them top priority, that's fine. Yeah, good. Convoys, we don't need that. Drop that down. Doesn't need to be made priority. Let me just dump that. So they get all the good stuff, and you can get all the shit stuff. All the damaged ones. Good. And all the resources as well, going into stuff that still need more steel. There was steel down here, wasn't there? Let's see, where are the resources? Yeah, a little bit of steel, a lot of chromium. We need that for the battleships. Smidges of oil everywhere. It's okay. I'd love to get that. The only way we're going to get that, though, is if we bloody take here and then bloody kill our way all the way up to there without touching Italy. Because as soon as we touch Italy, they'll just get everything. Unless we've actually conquered more than they have. So maybe at this stage, letting them get pushed back might actually be a good thing. As long as, you know, we've still got shit going on over here. Alright, so what I might do here is just pause the recording. We need to wait for these ships to repair, and that's just going to take a while. And then, I mean, I still want to try and get these guys into Asia. Anyway, I'll pause the recording until something interesting happens, but I think for the time being we just need to wait. Alright, so, our fleet is fully repaired and been bolstered up with some new recruits. And now it's time to get these guys to Saigon. Now what I'm going to do, rather than have them put on escort mission, which I don't think really helps that much, I'm just going to have them move region by region and follow them. So I'm going to manually escort them. And hopefully we don't even come into contact with anyone this time. I mean, we completely sunk that other British fleet that we fought. It's just gone. But that doesn't mean it was their only one in the area. I mean, that would have actually been a pretty major setback for them. Carriers are not cheap. And everything that I lost was cheap. I still lost less ships than them as well. So I think it's definitely good to have a bigger fleet. Where are you going? You're going out that way. So far, so good. Track where they're going. Make sure we don't get caught. Very good. I think we've made it here without getting anyone else shot down. And they were waiting for us, but we caught them. So what do we got here? Slow down. It's a heavy cruiser too. So our 5 destroyers over here, they're probably going to take a bit of damage. They don't have a commander though. What the fuck are they thinking? I think they're disengaged. That's fine, as long as we get the ship, these guys out of here. Gotta get these things repaired so I can actually use them properly. And they made it. Alright, good. So, just give that a bit of time, let them hang on. Battle again. They're probably trying to disengage. No, they're willing to fight. They'll disengage. Alright, whatever. So, wait until that goes down, so that, and then just try and find other areas in which have that have problems, and we'll just allocate them accordingly. Yeah, okay, no point hanging around here. They're never going to fight. Alright, next place we need to get to, over here. Or should we invade that first? Also, the Italians have decided to actually pick up their pace. I think we should just go straight for here. Madagascar. Alright, we don't need a lot of units, so let's just, only want a few of them. How many we got? 7? Less than that. Like, make it 4. And go from Mogadishu to Madagascar. Okay, we've got a fight going on over here. It's just that same ship, just like trolling us. Engage it if you can, but it's not a big deal if we don't. Invite, just moving around a bit. The problem with a really hot country is it's very easy to get uncomfortable. Yeah, so just that's just there annoying us. This is a different ship, and it's a carrier. Let's see if this motherfucker can get away. I don't want to let it get away. I want to take it down. This is a carrier type 3. So if we were to have a look at that, carrier type 3, 5,500 men, very high production costs. That's if we can get to it. Looks like they did a little bit of damage to us. That's because they've got long range, so they're willing to stand and fight. I don't think a carrier is fast enough to get away. That's the thing, they're not fast. Like, if it was just to disappear right now, that'd really piss me off, but I think I got the motherfucker. So he's doing a bit of damage to us. To the battleship, but the battleship can take it. We haven't dished out any damage yet, because we've got to get closer. Destroyers are getting in pretty close. A little bit of damage here and there, nothing major. Oh, it took a critical hit, but it's alright. We still haven't done any damage to it. Okay, here we go. Now we're absolutely wrecking it. It's all just about getting in close. Yeah, we're going to get out of this without losing a single ship, I reckon. And that thing's going to sink. It's kind of good that they're aiming for the battleship, because the battleship, it's there to be a big tank. Let the destroyer do all the damage while the battleship just protects them, I guess. Okay, they've lost all their organisation, but don't let them get away. Sink the motherfucker. Did quite a bit of damage to one of those cruisers. But in the end, just wasn't able to sink anything. And it's just about out of here. Did we get it? Yes, we did. For them to lose that, that's a big loss for them. Alright, so that's good. Okay, so we don't want any more of the type, whatever it's called. There we go. Get the type 4 now. Now they do need to have some repairs. I don't want to send them all the way back to. I took quite a bit of damage here and there. Alright, we'll just send them over here. What level is this port? Level 6, okay, send them over there. Give them some repairs before we go out. We're ready to go, but better safe than sorry. I don't think there's any rush. And while we're waiting, there's more ships waiting for them in port here. Light cruisers and destroyers. The great thing is that the Navy just doesn't use up that much manpower, so if I was to make, say, 2 destroyers a month, I'm still actually increasing in recruitable manpower. And the thing is, as long as it doesn't get sink, we don't lose any troops, I think. So how long is that going to take for them to repair? Not particularly long. So yeah, from France, from Madagascar, then we'll go and hit South Africa. Because South Africa has got chromium and steel. I mean, it'd be good if it was the other way around, 8 chromium and 80 steel, but so it's better than nothing. Okay, so Ghost Meteor, that was level 1 fighter jets. We need level 2 one. So that's going to take it a year. That's okay. So it thinks it'll be done on the 8th of April, so that's in about a week. 2 ships needing repair. Where's the other one? Well, it's just 1 ship needing repair now, so now it's 2nd of April, that's good. Okay, good. All repaired, so we didn't lose anything against that carrier. Alright, now we launch. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we have to do it this way. So they're quite spread out there. Let's go. Make sure you've got them on hand just in case those fuckers show up. What's with their equipment? Why are they oh, fuck me. I brought with me a big pile of shit. Oh well, there's probably nothing for us there anyway. So far so good, no one's intercepting us. How much forces does France have left anyway? 7 or 8 divisions left. Funny how they've only lost 400,000 men in all of World War II. You would have thought they've lost more than that. Yeah, grab that. And they made it here. Hang on, it's not over yet. It's not over until they actually land. Good. Good. And then, just slow this down. Get rid of that. And let's have a move out individually. I'll send one weak unit with one strong one, and yeah, same down that way. So Madagascar's got 4.36 million. Not really concerned about the recruitable population. It's more about trying to build some factories here. So it's only got 3 unlocked slots, but that's okay, we use this as a staging ground to get to South Africa. Probably could invade Portugal here, but I'll worry about Portugal later. Kind of want Italy to get pushed back. Take all of Africa for myself, but if I recall correctly from my Japanese campaign, taking Africa was a fucking nightmare. Just because of low infrastructure. I often had to take a region and then build up the infrastructure before I could move further. And look who fucking shows up. British, you're a little bit late to the party, bitch. What's this? From Afghanistan? Now you can keep your crap. Alright. I want you now on search and destroy. And you found him. Very good. Oh, it's a big one. Alright, what are we up against? Submarines. I don't know, that could be a pain in the ass. Well, we've already sunk one of them, so that's good. I think cruisers are the ones that are good against submarines. Submarines are pretty weak, as long as you've got torpedoes able to get it. So they got the fuck out of there. It's okay, 2 destroyers, not a big deal. And their submarines are getting wiped out. But yeah, destroyers, not good for dealing with them. Okay, some of them got away, but that's okay. Good job. Destroyers are no big deal. They're out of date. So let's have a look at the damage here. Yeah, nothing major. Okay, now if we had to have a look at the submarines compared to destroyers. So let's just assume it was a level 1 submarine. Surface manpower 200 as opposed to that, which is also 200. So yeah, Destroyers are actually worth a hell of a lot more. But that's okay, I'm sure we got like 3-to-1 kill ratio. So maybe it was a bit of a trade-off. Yeah, we want more of these because we just want more navies. That's how we're going to win this now. Might even build a port down here just because it's closer. The shorter the amount of time that we're at sea, the better. Okay, what other resources are in the area? So there's more chromium up this way. But, you know, once we take out South Africa, we're really not going to be wanting for any chromium. Looking for steel. There's basically nothing until you get up to here. That's owned by Spain as well, so we'll have to give that back to them. But we can still possibly get that. But the problem is you got to come in from all the way up there. It's a hell of a nightmare. There's a lot of rivers you got to cross just to get that steel. I don't know if it's worth it. But the thing is, once we have got this, then probably best to launch an invasion from here to Brazil. So we'll declare war on Brazil, conquer that. Then we can get over here where there's aluminium, so that's good for our aircrafts. Then make our way up this way, up to Venezuela, lots of oil. Up through here, we should be able to get military access through Mexico without any problems. And then hit the United States from Mexico. That's one way of handling it, rather than go through the Pacific, which is risky. So how are the repairs coming along over here? They'll be out of commission for a little while, but that's okay. Okay, I think at this stage we'll just pause the recording for a little while and just let things play out. Okay, so we're back. Alright, so since we last left off, I've since conquered all of Madagascar. That's not really a big deal. I've distributed the units that were here, put them on the mainland, and managed to sort out most of the resistance to occupation. I also sent the Navy back to Australia to pick up the Navy. Oh my god, there's already another 11 there. Anyway, and I escorted another bunch of guys down here. And we've waited, and we've got a naval invasion ready to go and attack South Africa. So let's... Well, we can't activate that until we've got convoy escort for these two regions. And we've been building the ports, already at port level 3. So hopefully they get there without any problems. I mean, we have killed a significant number of the British Navy at the moment, so with them gone, I mean, they've probably got more, but hopefully they're just leaving the area realizing that my Navy's going to fuck them up. That's what I hope. So, pretty spread out. I doubt there's anyone waiting for us at Pretoria. That's not Pretoria there. At where is this? Natal. What's it fucking called? Natal. Whatever. Fuck. I'm actually considering just disbanding this unit here. Yeah, I don't want it anymore. Send it back home. Like, they're just so weak. Same with this one here. As soon as it lands, just send it straight back home. I'm done with that one. I'll keep the ones that actually have some strength, but this one's like, what, 10, 20%? Can't do anything with that. Alright. Yeah, one here and the rest there, but that's okay. And then, just delete this. Wait. Oh, where the fuck are we? There we go. I said delete that shit. Because I don't like the orders, they mess around with my stuff. Okay, yeah, delete you. Get him out of there. So he has to make his own way home now. And we took the port with ease, and now we just need to try and take as much as we can out of Africa. It's important that we don't touch the border of Italy, so that it doesn't automatically transfer over to them, which it's possible to do that. At least not until we've got more than they do, which we'll probably have to declare war on Portugal to even achieve that. Which will fucking suck for Spain. But that's okay, I don't give a shit about them. They'll win in the end, it's just they'll lose a lot of territory before they win. Spanish beat the Portuguese. What else should we be doing? I mean, truth be told, I probably need to hire some more cavalry units, because they're decent. And what have we got here? Yeah, they're decent at maintaining public order. Yeah, so I need to like constantly keep going back and forth to manage the public order. We've also got free military thing over here, but I don't know. I don't need anything else. Just make more motorized, I guess, which is going to be outdated eventually as well. And then you come and kill them. Alright, my Air Force, what can I do to help here? Alright, I want you guys to come and help. What's our supply limit? Yeah, we could double the amount of troops we've got here. And once we take that, we could increase it even further. Okay, they just arrived. And are we... Oh, is that our allies attacking it? But well, we know how weak they are, so surely we can beat them. Need to give my guys better equipment. So where is that resource? Up here. 8 steel. I mean, don't we need like thousands of steel or something? Yeah, 372. So it's not going to solve our problems. But that solved our chromium problems, because we really want to keep this navy coming in quite quick. So if we have a look over here. Yeah, we're building a navy really quickly. Some good shit in here too. Another battleship. It's good, we've got 150,000 men. So what's the population of South Africa roughly? Seems like it's about 6 million. Okay, we'll just hope and take Pretoria so that we can just end this war. Let's have a look. Where are they? South Africa, they don't have much to offer, it's just, you know, expeditionary forces or something. 70% national unity. Alright, what to do with this? Well, I don't really need anything right now. What level is that port? Level 2. Yeah, we could use... Since our supplies are going to come in from here, it's probably a good idea that we do actually build it up a bit. And as for infrastructure, yeah, we're going to need tons of infrastructure if we're going to go up through Africa. And we still don't have enough. Or haven't used up all the things. Yeah, just to use up productivity. Alright, what are we doing here? Maybe these heavy tanks, but I don't even need them. Okay, here's what we'll need. We'll need that type of productivity. So that's military. That's the final one. Equipment type 3. And we're not prioritising it because I want to prioritise other stuff. They'll just have to use Type 2 until it's ready. Prioritising the Navy, of course. Alright, where are their other victory points? So we've got Cape Town down here, which is worth 10. Well, let's head down that way then. That's it, kick their ass. Alright, so... yeah, extra night vision would definitely come in handy. Okay, if you're not winning, just back off. Okay, I don't need you on this anymore, so... put you on hold and then come just stay near Cape Town. It's not like he can't just retreat into British territory. Well, whatever. Beat him up anyway. I'd like you to take Cape Town, but I don't know if they can. We'll give it a shot. Yeah, they're able to. Yeah, their strength is not particularly high. Their organisation shit. Once we take that, it should make them surrender, because that's worth 10, and their capital was worth 10. Yeah, that'll make them surrender. What's their recruitment laws anyway? Yeah, they've scraped the bottom of the barrel. They've got 300,000 men available there that they just didn't use. Well, fine, I'll use them. Good. So that's it, carving out a bit more of an empire for ourselves out down here. 570 million people within our non-core population. Yeah, when you get that... oops. Go and attack it. Okay, what's the supply issues here? Well, we're pretty good for supplies. I mean, I could bring in some more guys. I don't want any of their expeditionary forces. Tired of their garbage units. They always send me trash anyway. Good, he's still on the run. This won't last much longer, and then we'll have Cape Town. We've got the resource now, which is good. Even though we don't get all of it. Increases our war contribution, which is obviously quite useful. He's not arriving for 13 fucking days. Well, in the meantime, we just gotta keep kicking their ass, I suppose. keep coming out this way. Good stuff. We've already conquered quite a bit of territory here. It's certainly not as much as Italy, but, you know, made a good start. Alright, how much longer you got? 4 days. That's not so bad. I am very much inclined to perhaps attack Portugal, just to give us more land. Otherwise I've got to squeeze through Belgium here. What's going on? Oh yeah, just fuck off with that shit. Okay, just 18 hours until they surrender. No, I think actually I'll leave Portugal alone for the time being. Yep, they capitulate. Excellent. Make sure you finish them off. So yeah, we'll come up through here. Try and avoid the Italian line. And make our way up this way. We can use Portugal as a buffer. Because I'll be fucking furious if, as soon as our border touches them, they're just like, yoink, I'll take all of this. It's like, no, bitch, this is mine. We'll probably need to leave someone here to maintain, yeah, someone to leave public order. Alright, you can do that. And you'll probably need to stay here for public order. Just seeing what else there could be going on. Pretty much nothing. I mean, Japan has been doing pretty much sweet fuck all. I mean, they could have easily killed that by now. Doesn't even look like there's anyone in Hong Kong. Alright, all these guys over here, strategically redeploy them up to here, because it's quite a lot of territory to cover. So we make our way up through here, try and avoid them, to Belgium, because what we're really trying to get to is this up here. Now it's only 36 steel, but that, you know, it all adds up. There's a little bit over here. We can get rid of Liberia. A bit more steel up this way as well. I think Portugal owns that. And while that's going on, we really don't need to do anything else. I mean, I guess you could just stay at port and just sit there for the time being. And then, as I said before, use the ports here as a staging ground to go and hit Brazil. What I'd really like is if, oh, look at the Irish here, is if they would actually push the Italians all the way back. But the Allies, they're being really passive now. Well, I tell you what would get Italy all hot and bothered? I don't know, if we declared war on Portugal, I mean, Spain would have to deal with that. That'd be funny. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go declare war on Portugal. Oh, whatever. Oh, we're making outdated equipment. Where? Light cruiser. Okay, that goes to light cruiser 2. Why did it switch to convoy? Slow down. Fuck off. What's this? Piece of crap. Light cruiser 2. British Parliament debates intervention in Scandinavia. It's a bit too late for that. And over here. Yeah, let's get new cruisers. Okay, so yeah, don't worry about coming in through here. Actually, no, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll send these guys down this way, but they're going to have to sail down. That's risky. Down to here. Don't go just yet, don't go yet. Stay put. Stop. Because if you go now, these guys are going to take a little while before they can actually protect you. So yeah, we send them all the way down here so that we can just move up the west coast. Because I don't want to get in. I don't want any involvement with the with these forces. I just want easy conquering. Just want land. Come up here. Try and take that. We just want to prevent Italy from getting all of our gains, if possible. If we have a look here, I'm pretty sure my contribution's higher than Italy. It is, yeah. Significantly higher too. Alright, just speed this up. Oh fuck, those were the original guys. What am I doing? Takes long enough to really traverse this area without me making administration fuck-ups. Right, start moving now, because if they show up, as in any fleet show up, we'll get there in time to shoot them down. Just gotta make sure their path is safe. Okay, it's at 30 days until the, I think, well, 1948 we're up to now. Just about. But I mean, if the Allies didn't win the war when they did, it would have taken Axis a hell of a lot longer than the 6 years that the war went on for, to have actually finished everything off, I think. You know, we're not trying to do this within historic time, because we're not playing as allies. Yeah, we're going to need infrastructure in here. Got to get our supplies coming in through there. So far, so good. Just a little bit further to go. We've got 13 nukes as well. That'll come in handy. So some of them will have to get ready to take some of this territory. Probably up to the river. Don't need to go any further than that, I think. Yeah, I'm really concerned about this here. I want them to be pushed further up north. Because I don't want the two territories to connect. Looks like they've made it. I mean, they've already made it 70% of the way. Absolutely nothing. Well, then again, it only has to show up once. You know, a couple of submarines could bloody sink them straight away. Almost there. And the amount of troops that we'll have in here should be sufficient. I shouldn't need to send any more reinforcements. I know I've got a bunch of guys in like Finland just sitting around doing nothing. But I don't need to worry about that, I think. Maybe if things get out of hand against Portugal, simply go assist. If we look at Portugal, it's not at all democratic, but whatever. Foreign claim, what is this, Mozambique? Yeah, they're not getting that. Botswana. All the different countries. Okay, looks like they've made it. Okay, that's good. Now we're just waiting for this this war goal to be finished. Well, it's war justification. So, 19th of January, so just a week to go. Bombay's chucking the shits again. I don't know what to do about that right now. I really just need to, I guess... I'm going to have to recruit a few more cavalry. Wait, where'd I put that? No, you got to put it in Darwin. Okay. So sending them off to go and maintain public order, because we kind of have to, or else it's going to tie up all of our resources, repairing all the damage that they do. Okay, I want you to very quickly set up a front line. There. Let's hurry this along, because yeah, I really don't want to go too far up this way. I don't think they're strategically redeploying. Oh, some of them are. So yeah, kind of fucking over Spain a little bit by basically making them have to deal with it. Well, actually, maybe not, because they get the rewards of having the entire Iberian Peninsula for themselves. Okay, so they've joined allies, and we're gonna go through their territory now. Okay, that's enough of this shit. Kill it. There's no resistance down here anyway. So looking at this, yeah, Spain needs to deal with all their shit. And that doesn't bother me. What's Portugal got to offer the Allies? Between 17 and 42 units. Spain can handle that by themselves. Take this one, then this one. Make sure you get them all. Alright, we just hit an hour there, so we'll end the episode here. Situation's looking really good. My main concern here is that I do get to keep this when inevitably the two borders connect up, and then from there we begin our operation to try and take on South America, and it's all just so that we can get to the United States. Once we take out the United States, that's the main strength dealt with. To take out the United Kingdom, we're going to need a bigger navy, which we're working on. Anyway, that's the end of this episode, so like and subscribe. Part 18, I think, is next. I've completely lost track of what number we're up to again. Maybe it's 17. Whatever. And don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.